Welcome to the channel. I'm Reverend Dr. J.W. Morrison, Theologist, Central Coast, New South Wales, Australia. What do you do when you're in a relationship and you're trying to juggle everybody else's problems? They're not your problems. They're not even your partner's problems. But all of a sudden you're caught up in a triangulation. What do? Do you go in and get involved? Do you stand back and just let it unfold? Relationships are about two people. Two people that are devoted to each other, that care about each other. And the Bible says in Proverbs 20 verse 3, it is honourable for a man to resolve a dispute, but any fool can quarrel. It's honourable for people to resolve a dispute, and any fool can quarrel. But what happens when the dispute's just left to fester? The next verse says, interestingly, the slacker does not plough in season. He looks at the harvest time, but nothing is there. The answer's there, but he don't see it. They don't see it. Life. It's honourable to fix problems, to want to resolve disputes. Brings peace, love, joy, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. But the fool, the slacker, they just let things sit in time of harvest. And the harvest speaks of fruit, the things that lift us up on the inside to make us want to go on, that make us want to rise and build into the relationship. People that just let things sit, let the quarrels sit and fester, these people are in dispute. They don't find resolve, and they lose their honour. And we've got to see these principles. The Bible's so deep, it's so rich, and life can be that way too. That's what it's for. In the time of harvest, when it's time to resolve things and put them to rest, only the fool doesn't plough in that season. Disputes that can be resolved and they're left undone just brings dishonour. It makes us look slack, and it puts the spirit of quarrel in our relationship. That's why it's so important to fix things as soon as you can. It's not good not to plough in season. When there's a harvest and there's an opportunity to fix what's wrong in your relationship, and that person just refuses to come into the light, that leaves nothing. That leaves us nowhere to turn, nowhere to build. It causes quarrels. It makes us look foolish and weak. But there's a better way than that. There's a way of honour, where you face the problem, you talk through it, and you resolve the disputes. That makes you look like you're interested in the relationship, and you care, and you have value. You know, Proverbs 20 verse 5 says, the intentions of a person's heart are deep waters, but only a person of understanding can draw them out. Sometimes we allow our understanding to lay dormant. We become slack, and our intentions, the good ones, go unnoticed. And we remain in this place of quarrel. We're in a quarrel with ourselves. And that quarrel passes on to the people around us. It's understanding that draws out the answers and the strength and the courage to want to protect the things that are really important to us. Sometimes we try and protect things that really are not up to us to protect. Sometimes we've just got to let people sort themselves out. We can't be violated. We can't allow our privacy to be violated. By those that don't want to help themselves. Just remember, only the fool wants to quarrel. As you get older and wiser in life, you start to realize trouble, unnecessary trouble, it's just not worth the dispute. And sometimes our intentions to resolve the things that are in the deepest parts of the fool's heart takes courage. And that courage is what draws out a perspective of honour. And when we stand back and look at what the problem really is, and if we can't quite comprehend whether it's real or false, that's where our understanding comes in. And sometimes it's better just to stand back and spectate and leave things alone. You know what, viewers? If somebody wants you around, they'll do everything they can to keep you around. But if somebody's disinterested or half-hearted, maybe split, they're not going to draw out what they need to keep you around. That's a slacker. The slacker does not plow into their relationship. They look at the relationship but do nothing. Proverbs 20 verse 4. And it's not honourable for somebody to leave unresolved towards a dispute. Any fool can do that, the Bible says. Honour comes when we look at the problem and we go, okay, this is something that can be fixed, or this is something that the person needs to resolve within themselves. And sometimes these people have the power over those closest to them. Maybe the golden child, maybe the grandiose son. It's better sometimes for us to just walk away and watch what actually that person's trying to do. And you'll find that those that are on board with that person, the person that's trying to cause a dispute with you, if you give it enough time, you'll see where everyone stands. You can't resolve somebody else's heart issues. Even your understanding won't be able to draw them out. Some people just are not going to like you, and some people will just use you. But if you find someone special that's willing to care, don't be a slacker, as the Bible says in Proverbs 20 verse 4. Plow into your relationship. protect it, water it, nurture it, and allow it to grow. Produce a harvest of good fruit, a great crop. Don't let your relationship turn into a harvest that produces no grain. This is happening all over the place, all over the world. The intentions of people's hearts are deep, but they don't have the understanding to bring that intention out. Viewers, I'm Reverend Dr. J.W. Morrison, theologist. Anyone can quarrel, but it takes a person of passion to bring the harvest out in your relationship. Bye for now.